I mean, it's okay to leave your spouse, but don't leave your kids. Hey, it's Matt. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a loadout of my daughter's bug out bag, which is sitting right next to me. She is 4, soon to be 5. She is tall like me, and she basically needs things to carry out in an emergency situation. Now, I've seen a lot of other videos on YouTube with parents doing bug out bags for their kids. Some of them are absolutely ludicrous. I look at the bag and then I look at the size of the child, and my daughter will never be in one of my videos. It's just the way that I am. But I see the size of the child in the video and I look at the bag, I'm like, no, that kid's not carrying that. It's typically like a tactical bag. There was one gentleman whose video I saw which was really super simple and smart, but it didn't really leave the kids with any options if mommy or daddy got hurt, or if mommy and daddy died. This is a realistic situation, right? Like, one of the things that we need to be aware of is in a bug out situation, whether it be for weather or some other reason, there's a possibility that you die and your kids don't, right? So let's arm them the best possible way that we can. Let's pray that that never happens, that we don't die in front of our children, but these things do happen. So without further ado, this right here is my daughter's bug out bag. We will start with the bag. This is an Osprey Daylite. The torso on this is too long for her. I'm going to tell you that right now. There is a remedy that we have for this when the situation arises. My daughter likes to bring a blanket along. And what you would do in that instance, if the torso is too long, you'd make almost like a bedroll and you would put it underneath this so it would raise the bag on her. This is a very inexpensive bag. It weighs about a pound for a base weight. So you're already losing weight right there, right? But it's very simple. It's just one main loading compartment, this pocket right here, and 2 water bottle pockets. One of the reasons why I'm a big fan of this pack is it can be integrated to another pack because of all these straps. So if push come to shove, I could actually really tackle this and put this on top of my pack and carry the extra 5 pounds. It's 5.2 pounds. All of this stuff is 5.2 pounds. My daughter weighs 45 pounds. It's roughly like 11% of her body weight. I know she can handle this, and here's why I know she can handle this. This happens to be her hiking backpack. My daughter hikes with me. She just yesterday had this pack on with 3 pounds in it, hiked a pretty good incline and decline. She did 3 miles and didn't peep a whisper. This is an extra 2 pounds. My bug out locations from the car are less than 2 miles. So I'm guessing she can handle it. But one of the things that I like about this pack, I just kind of mentioned, I could throw this on top of my pack, but in the actual sternum harness, there's a built-in whistle. She loves to blow this when we're on the trail. I told her she can't do it because it's a sign of emergency. So let's kind of continue with the outside of the pack. Right here is a flashlight that I have given her. This is a little stream light. Has 3 different settings. Takes AAA batteries, AAA batteries, which I have extra for mine in my pack. On this particular water pocket right here, this is a little Nalgene bottle. It's empty. She will not be carrying any water, just like me. As I mentioned in my bug out bag video, we will be going to places that have water all surrounded. We just need to be able to filter it, but she needs something to carry it in just in case, and I'll show you what she has to use to filter it in the bag in a second. This is a smaller size. I believe this is the, I want to say 12-ounce one. So it's a good size for her. Because she's a kid, she likes her little stuffed animals. Let's open up the pack. This top part right here is just a little front loading area, and this is what's inside. There's an inflatable pillow. These are kids, right? The last thing you want is your kid to be miserable because they're gonna make you freaking miserable. Keep that in mind. Toothbrush, toothpaste. In here, she's got Disney Princess Band-Aids. She doesn't need them, but they're cute. These lollipops here, half of them are vitamin C, the other half are cough and sore throat, just in case. Now, that's all the kind of medicine I have for her in this particular bag. The reason why is I have chewable Tylenol for kids in my med pack, which I will go over if need be, but they don't need to be taking medicine. Remember, there's a possibility that you might not be there. So you don't want your kid popping Tylenol, right? Especially if they're 4, 5, 6 years old. They don't know how much to take. Glow sticks or chem lights. These are the small ones. There's 3 different kinds in here, 3 different colors in here. Bug spray. This is the organic stuff. These are bug wipes. Then we have more of these unfoldable packable towels, which once you get these things wet, they expand to become a full towel. Good for cleaning up on the trail. She has a very lightweight fork and spoon. She has a little pair of cotton gloves. This is her water filtration system. This is a Hydro Blue. I love these things. They are inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon for $13. It is a triple filter straw. It is much smaller than the Life straws. This is good for 500 gallons. The great thing about this too is it gives you an extra carbon filter when you buy it. So technically it's good for 1,000 gallons. Your kid's not gonna drink 1,000 gallons. The top comes off right here. It's a straw. Make sure your kid can get water through it before you put it in their bag though. I've tested all this stuff out. Hand warmers up in this pocket. Sunscreen up in this pocket. Just to make sure I got everything. A signaling mirror. She knows how to use this. Takes 2 seconds. You look through the little hole, flash lights. Because if you're not there, they're gonna need help. This is another whistle, and it's also a knife. A very small knife. Now, I don't recommend giving your children knives unless they know how to use them. My daughter's been around knives since she was born. I am a knife kind of collector. She understands how to properly use them, but she also can handle this one. Never without daddy being around, and she knows never to play with it when it's open. But in an emergency situation, she would know that this can cut certain things. Not a lot, because it's just a little cheapo knife. Then we go down to the larger compartment, which is just a panel loading system, right? In here are her clothes. I'm not gonna take all this out, but here's what's in here. There are 2 pairs of leggings. There are 2 pairs of clean underwears. There are 2 pairs of socks. 1 pair of those socks happens to be a pair of soccer socks. There are 2 clean shirts in there, both of them long sleeve. And there's a lightweight hoodie in there. There's also a snow cap in there. The reason why, in my personal opinion, you want to pack long sleeve and long pants for your kids when you go out on a bug out situation is, no matter what the season is, you can't dress up, but you can always dress down. If they're too hot, make the leggings and the shirts into short sleeves and into shorts. It's real simple. That's why we have knives, right? Pack of crayons. Crayons are not for her, believe it or not. They're actually for you and your sanity. A coloring book in there as well. And she has another fleece in here. Now, she will also be carrying or wearing a lightweight rain jacket. This is a North Face one that was given to me. It's a hand-me-down. It doesn't have to be this expensive of a brand, but this is a good thing to have because it also doubles as a coat. And lastly, snacks for her. This isn't made in food supply. These are snacks that she would really want to eat while she's out there and to keep her pacified. These Welch's fruit snacks, right? A bunch of them, 3 of them for 3 days, right? To 72 hours. These are peanut butter crackers. She eats the living crap out of them. These are these little Go Squeeze fruit pouches. She's not a big fan of them, but they have nutrients in them and they're not just crap. And then 3 little protein Z bars for kids. That's everything that's in her pack. 5 pounds 2 ounces. She can carry that. She can carry it very well. You know, I think it's super important that there are things in there that makes her feel comfortable, hence the stuffed animal, and she'll have the blanket as a bedroll under her neck. But there's snacks in there that she's going to want to eat. You know, the food that we have in that situation, it's minimal, so these snacks will fill her up. These things, she has one of these things. We were on a hike yesterday. She had one of those in like a little waffle thing. She had half of it, and she was full until almost dinner time. So kids' metabolisms, they're faster, but they don't need as much caloric intake as an adult. And I want her to feel comfortable on the trail. That's it. That's my kid's bug out bag. Now, this happens to be a great pack. They make this in a kid's version. The storage capacity is a little bit less. You want to go from a pound for the bag down to 9 ounces. These are inexpensive. The adult version, which this one is $50. The kids one with a smaller torso, the torso fits 13 inches, is like $35. You can find this stuff on Amazon. In fact, I'll put links down below. I don't think kids should be carrying cheap packs because they're going to be harder on them than we are. And I have a 1,000 denier pack for my initial pack. One final statement. I've done a lot of thinking about my personal bug out bag situation. I'm going to do another one because when I initially made that bug out bag, I really wasn't thinking, oh yeah, of course you want to take your kid, right? But I was also married at the time, and now I'm a single parent, so she is with me, and hopefully she will be. You know, I want to do a different bag with a larger liter capacity than just 27 liters. I want to add some things in there and see and mess with the weight. One last thing. If you are going to be in a bug out situation and prepare your kids and your family, you need to make sure that they walk with this stuff. Not with the exact weight, but your kids should be hiking. They should be outdoors. You know, they tell you that your bag should weigh anywhere from like 10 to 15% of your body weight. That's horse shit. If you're not in shape and you can't carry like any of your weight, then you're screwed. Get your kids out there, take them on hikes, get them active in the outdoors, get them acclimated to the outdoors. If you're not planning on bugging out to a outdoor kind of woodsy situation, get them acclimated to an area that they will so they know and they're familiar with the sounds. Thanks for watching these things. I hope this was helpful to some people. I know on one of the Facebook pages I belong to, there's a ton of parents and they're asking about things. So links to the bags will be down below. Unfortunately, this little bag, which is a 9-liter pack, which is her hiking pack, which carries about 3 pounds, like I said yesterday. They don't sell this anymore. It's a 9-liter pack. Measure your kid's torso when you're doing this stuff. Don't do it spot on, but get a bag that will fit them as they grow for a couple years. And as they get older, they get to carry more weight. I will talk to you soon. If you like this video and it was helpful, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.